International Women's Day is celebrated every year and it is an important opportunity to celebrate women's achievements while calling for greater equality. This year's theme is Choose to Challenge, and today we introduce you to Bree-Arne Manley, who completely embodies this theme. Since meeting Bree-Arne and following her journey on social media, we've been in awe of all that she has achieved. A challenged world is an alert world, and from challenge comes change. So let's all choose to challenge. We knew exactly who to call. For those who do not know much about Bree-Arne, she's a singer, songwriter, wife, mother, author, and always seeking adventure. She was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis (MS) at the age of 19, and since then has seized every day and refused to let MS deprive her of any opportunity, and always living life to the fullest.
What a woman! Get over. Just hauling yourself up a cliff. What a stupid idea. Who does this on a Wednesday?
I hope you enjoyed this interview, and I thank Bree-Arne for the woman that she is. And we celebrate and could not imagine a world without women like yourself. So International Women's Day is celebrated 8th of March every year. It's an opportunity to celebrate women's achievements while calling for greater equality. I was first introduced to you, Bree, through a number of years ago through mutual friends and our husbands, obviously skateboarded together many moons ago. And since then, I've been following you on all your social media, and I'd like to admit, and you probably wouldn't know this, but I have a little bit of a girl crush on you and totally in awe of all the things that you do. So when this year's theme was released and the notion of a challenge world is an alert world and from challenge comes change, so let's all choose challenge, I knew exactly who to call. So firstly, I want to thank you for donating your time and sharing your story and journey with us today in celebration of International Women's Day. At 19, you were diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, MS. Since then, you've seized every day and refused to let MS deprive you of any opportunity and to live life to the fullest. So thanks for having us here today. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to learning more about you. So Bree, you were born and bred in the greater city of Geelong, initially from Clifton Springs.
Yes.
And now living in Point Lonsdale. Can you tell me a little about your childhood and growing up?
It was about a quarter of the size of what it is now. It was just house, then paddock or two paddocks, and it's very country town. I was the sort of kid that would just go out and climb trees or go down the boat ramp and just go for a run. Yeah, I was the dirty one in the household. So my parents would constantly refill the pothole in the driveway. I'd go and dig it all up, make mud pies again.
And it was a time and era where we were just thrown outside, weren't we, and fend for ourselves.
Yeah, I can remember my dad, if I was in front of the TV on a nice day, he'd say, right, TV off, you two, get outside.
And you'd have your mum yelling out the front and come inside for dinner. So can you tell me what you remember and your initial thoughts about being diagnosed with MS as a teen, and how did you battle this and what was your journey with that for you?
I didn't even know what MS was. I was just remembering all the MS readathons that I was trying to get as a kid.
Doing that, yeah.
Trying to get the prizes. I remember the feeling so vividly. It's just like the whole... a weight just dropped onto my head. And
did you feel like it would have been like a bit of a death sentence maybe, or did you...
Well, I didn't even know what it was. I just remember sitting in the car outside the neurologist's office, and Mum came into the car and she's just like, it's all right, Bree, it's going to be all right. And it's like that panic in your parents' voice when they know there's something wrong.
Oh, sweetheart.
I know.
I know. It's such an impressionable
time.
time of your life. Like, I remember being 18, 19.
I never cared what anybody thought about me. I was so wrapped up in wanting to have this massive, big future about, I wanted to get my music out there, and I don't know what I want to do. I just want to eat the world up and do everything in it.
Yeah.
And, it's like someone just got a brick wall and just went smack.
Yeah. Or even put you in like a guideline to go, this is where you're going now.
Yeah.
And this whole part of the world's been cut off to you.
Yeah. And I think the horrible thing is with that, because they can't tell you how you got it, how it's going to be. It's almost like they want you to rely on them to do preventative things, to take this drug, to do this, do that, and then you don't feel like you're in control of your own life anymore.
You mentioned your music and your songwriting, so you're a very gifted and passionate songwriter and musician. Where did this journey start for you? Was that prior to being diagnosed with MS, or is it something that carried you through?
No, I've always had it, and I probably will always have it. Play stuff by hearing it. It's like, oh, if you press this one and then go up here, then I'm playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And I was doing that from about 3.
That's amazing. So you basically learnt by ear.
Yeah.
Did you think that money was heaven sent? Friday night arrives without a suitcase.
It got a little bit harder when I started trying to communicate with other musicians. Can't you just hear it and just play
Just
what
play
I'm
it,
playing?
yeah, get frustrated. Like with the NDIA and your plan, like constant changes and things like that, you're able to make the amendments to what you want to do.
You've got to be upfront and open and honest with what you want,
Yes.
and then you got to learn what you're allowed to have as well.
Puzzle.
It's a big puzzle.
Yeah.
I like puzzles. Yeah.
I watch with envy on social media all your adventures, and you make me feel bad about myself sometimes because I have all these intentions of doing things, and here you are out and about doing it all. So if anybody wants to see your YouTube channel, Instagram, all that kind of stuff, from rock climbing and most recently I saw you were on the surfboard with Lockie.
Yeah.
With a music roll. Yo.
Yeah. Tell me about all that and how this came about and what you've been doing, because it's an amazing journey.
Oh, well, that actually started with the NDIS as well, because
Okay.
I've gone, oh yes, I can start rock climbing, and I've always wanted to do it.
So you hadn't done it beforehand?
I had.
Okay.
Before I was disabled,
Yep.
I used to go out, but I couldn't find the right group of people to be involved with to do
Yep.
it regularly, so I just used to take a friend every now and then.
Yep.
And I was a natural climber and natural swimmer in my teens. My coach said she's got all the ability to be able to go pro with it and, you know, train her up into the Olympics. And I'm like, nah.
Nah. Screw
That
that.
means I wouldn't be able to do my music, and all I'd be doing is swimming, and it just take the fun out of it.
And you got to go out super early.
I wouldn't be able to do anything else.
A lot of the stuff that I see, you're out in the wild elements down in the Otways. Yeah, in the middle of nowhere, mind you,
Yeah.
climbing these rock faces. Tell me about that. Like, what does that? How long does that take you, and what's the planning that goes involved to do all those?
Stringing off all these waterfall places to Lachlan, and then he's like thinking about it, and he's like going,
The logistics of it all.
yeah.
What else is on your hit list, your bucket list?
I couldn't sleep for a week because I scared myself. I want to be the first person, and probably the only person, especially the only disabled person, to abseil down and climb up the tallest waterfall in the Otways. I think the drop's about 60 metres, but then there's another tier.
Right.
It's just a matter of getting me in there because it's a kilometre in.
Right.
So we bought a stretcher that we could just get 4 big burly guys to sort of carry me in there.
Yeah. The reason why we're here with you today is basically for International Women's Day. The slogan is Choose to Challenge. So what does the slogan Choose to Challenge mean to you?
Step outside your comfort zone, and then you'll grow more. Do the things that make you feel uncomfortable just to experience them. Be able to do things that you wouldn't normally do because you might come up with something different in your head, like a different opinion, a different everything. It's just good to have that experience under your belt.
We can't experience those new things if you don't step out that comfort zone a little
No.
bit. But it's hard to do as well, isn't it? Yeah.
That's a lot of what I go through sometimes, even if it's just going to town and you think, oh, don't know if I want to go there or do this, I don't know how people are going to react.
If by doing that as well that you're participating in, you know, what we're all trying to achieve is this diverse and equality and inclusion. That if you're sitting there behind the sidelines saying I'm not doing that because I'm worried about how people are going to perceive me.
Yeah,
By doing that, you're leading the way for other people to feel comfortable to do that as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's why I do go into it. I don't care.
Yeah, I know,
Like,
but I think the thing that you don't understand is that even myself as an able-bodied person, I find that inspiring, because we're thinking the same thing as able-bodied. Like, I'm thinking, oh geez, what's this person going to think about, you know, me getting in a wetsuit in the water and all that kind of stuff? Am I even going to fit into my wetsuit, all that kind of stuff? So we all have our own self-doubts. They're just different. We're all, I suppose, advocating that it's okay for anybody to try and do anything.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So
It's just, I do have, like, I'm not this superhuman. It's not like I don't think about that sort of thing. It happens actually a lot more than what I let on.
yeah,
But I have the ability to be able to fight it in my
push
head.
past it. Yeah, push it. And that's what I love about you, is
I'm not going to let my own head tell me what to do.
and being open and honest about it. Is it's not easy. It doesn't come easy. But, you know,
No.
stepping out that, like as we said, you know, the choose to challenge, that, all right, I'm going to get past this and move along and do what I want to do despite everything else that's going around it.
So even as a human race, we should all be supporting each other and lifting each other up, and just realising that, hey, this person's going through something as much as you're going through something.
We've all got our own battles, regardless
Yes.
of what, if they're visible or non-visible.
It's not weakness asking for help.
It's not, and it's amazing how quickly you ask for help, how much you feel better so quickly.
Yes,
Yeah,
because everyone
and-
needs help sometimes, and sometimes it's, you just need that leg up.
Absolutely. And I think you hit the nail on the head. I know that I've been in situations myself where you've finally gone and asked for help, and then I turn around and go, God, why don't I do that sooner? Do you know what I mean?